Welcome back to the channel, everybody. As you can see, the snow is not quite gone yet, but we're going to make the most of it, and we're still going to shoot a video for you today. Now for today's video, we're going to be answering a question that I know I've had for a while, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys have had too. Does the 5.7 go through 3A body armor? Now I know there's been a lot of rumors on the internet about whether or not it does or doesn't, so for today's video, we're going to try to definitively answer that on this episode of The Armor Farm. Alright, so the body armor that we're going to be testing today is 3A body armor from Premier Body Armor, and we're going to be using a variety of 5.7 rounds to try to get through this. So this ranges from our FN 27 grain to some Vanguard Outfitters specialty ammunition to just some American Eagle and Fiocchi Full Metal Jacket. So let's get set up and let's see if any of these can make it through this body armor. Alright, so to test this body armor today, we're going to be using two different firearms. One with a longer 16-inch barrel, so that's going to be our PS90, and then one with a 5-inch barrel, and that's going to be our Ruger 57. So we're going to take 3 shots out of each one of these and see if any of these rounds can make it through this body armor. Let's get to shooting. Alright, so to start out, I got our magazine for FN 57 loaded up with 3 rounds each of the 27 grain FN lead-free bullets. These hollow points from Vanguard Outfitters. The Black Dragon Fang from Vanguard Outfitters. The 40 grain from American Eagle. And the 40 grain from Fiocchi. So I got them all loaded up in here sequentially, and let's get shooting. Alright, so we're going to start with 3 rounds of the 27 grain from FN. Alright, so we're going to get some duct tape on that way we don't have to keep resetting it. Alright, so we got some duct tape on there, that way it doesn't keep falling down every time we shoot it. So next up, we're going to be shooting it with the hollow points from Vanguard Outfitters. Alright, here we go. So far, the 27 grain and the hollow points from Vanguard Outfitters have not managed to make it through this 3A body armor. Let's go see if any of the other rounds can. Now, out of all the rounds we're shooting today, this is probably the one that I expect to actually be able to make it through. Because this is a copper alloy CNC turned solid projectile. If anything's going to make it through, it's definitely going to be this one. So let's see how this does out of the pistol. Here we go. Let's go take a look. Alright, so I didn't see the body armor jump quite as much when we shot that round. So we're going to see if it managed to catch it or if it passed through. Oh. Okay. So, you know, this might be a short video. We might not even have to go up to the P90 because those rounds, all 3 of them punched right through this 3A body armor. So we have been shooting quite a bit in that area, so I want to maybe try shooting down here and see if we could still make it through with that round out of that pistol. Give it the best chance possible of stopping that round, but if it makes it through there, I would say that those rounds are actually armor piercing. At least for 3A. Alright, so I got another 2 rounds of that Black Dragon Fang from Vanguard Outfitters loaded up. Let's see if it will make it through it in an undamaged area. Alright, so I got the body armor flipped upside down because we haven't shot the top side yet. So let's see if these rounds can make it through. So, okay, so we had, it looks like one of those made it through and did pass all the way through our gel. And then we actually did stop the other one. But you can see it just barely stopped that round. So let's see if any of the other rounds can make it through. We do know that that one does, but let's see if any other 5.7 rounds can make it through this body armor. So next up, we got 3 rounds of the American Eagle 40 grain, and let's see if these can make it through. Okay, so we're definitely putting this body armor to the test, but I don't see any new holes here, so it did stop those 40 grain from American Eagle. And last up for our pistol test, we have the 40 grain from Fiocchi. So let's shoot those. All right, so we got 3 rounds of 40 grain from Fiocchi loaded up. Let's see if these will make it through. So we're definitely putting this body armor to the test with all the rounds we're throwing at it. But it looks like it did catch, let me get this peel off the back. It looks like we're still catching rounds, so those 40 grain from Fiocchi did not make it through. And so far, the only rounds that have been armor piercing for 3A body armor out of our pistol have been those Black Dragon Fang from Vanguard Outfitters. So let's go to the P90 and see if accelerating any of these rounds out of a longer barrel will make a difference and allow them to get through this armor. Why aren't you subscribed yet? Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss any future content. Alright, so we're moving up to the P90. So this has a much longer barrel. So we know speed is what makes it through armor. And so this will be accelerating these rounds a little bit more. So to start out, we're starting with the 27 grain from FN. And here's 3 rounds. Alright, so I put those 3 rounds right here at the bottom. And it looked like it definitely tried to get through, but I don't think any of those actually made it through. Alright, so we're loaded up with 3 rounds of these Vanguard Outfitter hollow points. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, that thing's smoking. Let's go see if those made it through. Well, no, it didn't make it through. I don't know what. Oh, it's the table. So it looks like we saw some snow jumping off the table there. But this appears to have stopped all 3 of those rounds. Alright, on to the next. So, we already know that this Black Dragon Fang from Vanguard Outfitters can make it through out of the pistol. So it stands to reason that it can make it through out of our P90. So we're only going to shoot 1 round out of it. And we're going to see if it can also perform out of the P90 like it did out of the pistol. Alright, so I'm going center top on this one. And I think I saw snow behind it. And it doesn't look like that body armor moved very much, so I think it went through, but let's go check that one out too. It looks like it slid right through there. And it did leave a nice wound track through our ballistics gel. So that Vanguard Outfitters is definitely one mean round. So up next, we have 3 rounds of the 40 grain from American Eagle. And I'm going to go off to the left in the middle. Oh! Well, put the 3rd round at a target. Okay, so that American Eagle definitely tried to get through. We got some of this material coming out the back here. I'm trying to find an area that's not quite so riddled with holes so that we can test in kind of a more so we could try testing in less of a damaged area. So I think for the next couple shots I'm going to try putting them on this upper half here, because we've definitely got quite a few rounds to come through the back here. But I don't think that one made it through. You can see right here, it just kind of smacked it real good, but looks like it caught it. So last up on this 3A body armor, we have some 40 grain from Fiocchi. And like I said before, we're going to try shooting this in an area that's not quite as damaged, just to give the armor the best shot and to try to make this a more accurate test. So let's get to shooting this. Let's see how that did. Put 3 rounds right up here, and it did a great job of stopping them. So what did we learn today? Well, we learned that 3A body armor is very good at stopping almost all of our 5.7 rounds. But if you want to make it through, you have to get some specialty ammunition. And if you have that, there is definitely a chance that you could make it through 3A body armor. So that Vanguard Outfitters Black Dragon Fang is definitely a winner for punching through 3A armor. I hope you learned something. I know I did today. Until next time, this is the Armor Farm. Oh, you know that 460, it left a... I had to stick my finger in that hole. Huh! It's kind of warm.